Oh, well, hey, man. It's Jamie. That's me here. What's going on, everybody? Please let me know that you guys can hear me over here in the chat. I am using a different mic today. Okay. So I just want to make sure that you guys have absolutely no issue hearing me. What's going on, everybody? What is up? What's up, everybody? Okay. Y'all may hear all this little ruckus noise over here, so I do apologize about that. Give me 1 second. There we go, girl. Why are you acting up? Okay, y'all hear me loud and clear, girl. Do y'all hear this mouse over here flickering in the background, honey? Because she trying not to show up. Oh, I know why. My bad. That's why. Haha. That's what I get. Okay. What's up, everybody? What's up, lovable Scorpion? Miss Tina Marie in Aries. What's going on, Miss Keita? Steph. What's up? What's up, Virginia? Maya. How is everybody doing? Let me see if y'all can hear this mouse over here acting the way she acting. Girl, not you can hear the mouse too, girl. Let me put it on my thigh. Yeah, you still here, huh? You probably can. It's fine. Give me 1 second. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Now we're working. What is up, everybody? What's going on? We have a few things that we're going to be chit-chatting about tonight. Okay. Just a few things here that we're going to be chit-chatty-patty about. Before we really get into the things I want to talk about today, first things first, I got to let y'all know that tonight over on DC Dixon's channel, please know that we have already interviewed Miss Cree. It will be a pre-show. For those of you guys that do not know who Cree is, she is the daughter of Uncle Luke. Okay, and she is a cast member of Growing Up Hip Hop. So that interview has gone down and it will premiere prior to our Ooh Ladies First panel show tonight. So as soon as the interview goes off, don't go anywhere, okay? Because we'll still be on DC's channel for that for the normal Thursday show. Okay, so just want to make sure that you guys know that. All right. Girl, didn't it say you got something to say, honey? Oh, girl, loud and clear. But listen, look, girl, not all us curly heads. Now, see, when I put these photos together, girl, I ain't even really think about it. Okay, probably because I ain't have my wig on at the time when I was gathering these photos. But anyway, girl, we're gonna talk about Miss Kelly Price and Miss Jonjolin. What's Jonjolin's last name? Savage. That's right. Because I know somebody else named Jonjolin. I almost said her last name, girl. And no, ma'am. But anyway, so this is Jonjolin Savage. So the issue with Miss Kelly Price, okay, and we're gonna chit chat. Let me just say this. We got a few things we're gonna talk about while we wait for a few people to get on into the room, because you know the main people we're gonna talk about is Miss Jennie of Real Housewives Salt Lake City, and the things that she had to say about the Black community, and then want to turn around on the flip side and apologize, then give us a weak video that nobody asked for. We're going to get into her. Then we're also going to be talking about more on the situation dealing with Cardi B and Miss Tasha K. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it. So again, this is Kelly Price. Down below is Miss Jonjolin Savage. Now, she is the mama to the Savage girl that was over there messing around with Mr. Kelly. Okay, now Kelly Price went out to do a like an interview with Vlad TV or whatnot, and she talked about how she has actually witnessed moms walking their daughters backstage over to meet other people. And I guess Miss Jonjolin took offense to what she was saying. You know, so she decided to go ahead and hop into the comments and not try. Hello, she didn't try. She added Miss Girl, and this is what Kelly put up on her page. So let's get into this. Jonjolin says, at Miss Kelly Price, for whatever reason, other moms were backstage or in business meetings at the studio. It doesn't give him the right to recruit for his cult. Let's say your mom was backstage with you doing legitimate business moves in the industry. Does that automatically mean you back there not for your talents and just as a groupie? No, it does not. What he did to my family and I is inhumane, and all who knew, I don't know what this SB stands for, but she said brought to justice along with, I guess she meant to say soon will be brought to justice with him. And she named a few other people. And she also said those people were the ones that turned a blind eye to the mess that he was out here doing. She says, I encourage you to tread lightly. Now, girl, she said that to Miss Kelly, like she got some information on Miss Kelly. Now, Miss Kelly did come back with a clapback video. And I was going to play it. But Miss Kelly, I may play just how she started off and then cut it off, because Miss Girl started saying words that's going to be getting people flagged. But I'm just going to play a little bit of it from the beginning, okay? So here we go.
Hey, I'm going to make this really, really quick. And I'm going live because if you're crazy enough to come and threaten me, I'm going to put you out there. Be really careful about telling me that I need to tread lightly if you're not prepared to back up what you say, okay? I said what I said, and I can stand behind everything that I said.
That's it. That's how she's gonna get out her mouth on today, okay? Because she went on to speak on how she was hard as when she was younger, and she also said that she will not, I guess, like defend anybody that has done any R-ing or support any R-ing and stuff like that. So when she gave her statement like via the video, I was kind of confused as to why Miss Jungeline even was going at the lady the way that she was going at her. I mean, just because she said she saw moms walk people to the back of the stage don't mean that she was talking about you. But it did. When Kelly said at the end of the video, it sounded like a hurt dog will holler or something like that. She said to this lady, I said, that's exactly what it's giving. Okay. It sounds like you're telling on yourself, ma'am. I don't know. You felt conflicted or something that was going on in your spirits. It bothered you. Okay. She is the mama who also signed paperwork giving Kelly team control of her daughter as well. Yikes. Okay. Kelly Price did not come to play. I said, baby, Kelly Price came straight out the hospital bed from having C-19 not too long ago to come over here and pounce on the ladies' heads. Do you hear what I say? She has definitely been ready to go. All right. So you might want to tread a little lightly, Miss Savage. Okay. But anyway, girl, we gonna go ahead and scoot on over and see what else we got over here in this queue to discuss. Let me get this queued up. We got to talk about DJ Academics. Okay. A lot of us cannot stand DJ Academics, okay? He enjoys being so controversial. This man has not been stopped, okay? He decided that he was going to take to it wasn't his like platform like where he does like his podcast and stuff. It looks like it was more so like his Twitch, wherever he plays like his gaming or whatever, and he talks to his community there. He decided to put some things out about Kanye West and what Kanye West had to say about Pete Davidson. I said, so baby, you trying to be the next person out here with $4 million to give away? Are you trying to be the next person out here? Excuse me. Are you trying to be the next person out here with $4 million to give away? Okay. Why are you going to put words in this man's mouth? Matter of fact, let me just play what it is that he said about. Now, granted, let me say this. It could be possible. It could be very possible that what he's saying is true. And I'm going to play it because he said some bad things about what Kanye said about Pete. But Kanye is jealous of Pete because Pete is spending more time with Kim than he is spending time with her. Okay, so let me go ahead and just play this for y'all real quick.
Yo, a nigga told me, this is real talk. Kanye's been telling anybody within an earshot of himself how he's trying to spread a rumor that Pete Davidson has AIDS. I'm telling you, this is a fact. I've heard this from 8 people. He's telling everybody. I'm telling you, this is a fact.
Yeah, so that's just a quick snippet of what it is that he had to say. Yikes, once again. Now, why you putting words in this man's mouth? How much you heard it from 8 people? You better hope, girl, if he come knocking at your door with the people, you better hope all 8 is ready to get on the witness stand to confirm what it is that you're saying. All right? Now, I don't know. He could have said it, girl. I was not there. And neither was Academics while he up there repeating what these folks done said. Now, if he come tapping and tap dancing on your doorstep, we want you to be ready and we want you to have the same energy because we know you don't. You're a person that don't really always have the same energy. You know what I'm saying? You only do that towards women. Okay. You barely could hear when what's his name Takeoff was telling you that he wasn't left off bad and bougie. Okay, so we want to make sure that when they come knocking at your door, you're going to be able to hear. Okay, don't give us say what now, huh? Was that the doorbell? Say what now, huh? Somebody knocking? Yeah, they're knocking to serve you, baby. That's what that is. Okay, so be careful. Okay, and good luck. Anyway, what else y'all got going on? X sounds like he always has that nasty white SHI in the corner of his mouth. Ooh, girl, I hate to see that. I had a teacher like that in high school, bro. I used to be like, bro, man, dog. ma'am, please just wipe your mouth, ma'am. Like, and it used to cake up too. Oh, I hated her class so much. Such a weird woman. Such a weird one. And then she was one of those teachers that always smiled at everything. Oh my God, those were the days. Yikes. What? Not author. Shout out to Miss Erica. Forget. You know what? I was just telling my brother that earlier today because we was talking about this, and I said I cannot stand him. I cannot. My brother was like, "Yeah, I can't either." And he was trying to think of what he looked like. I said, "Author. Author is what he's given." I cannot stand him. But anyway, what's going on, Romeo? What's up? What's up, honey? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? All right, y'all. So let's talk about what y'all really came here to talk about. Okay. This is what we came to talk about. This is what we came to talk about, people. I do have some notes, right? Now, I could not find the full video, but I did find like a 14-minute video that looked to be, you know, the full thing for the most part. So we're going to get into that. All right. We're going to talk about Miss Jennie. Okay. And for those of you guys that do not know Jennie, again, she was a cast member of Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Somebody dug into her social media, girl, and they pulled out some things that she had to say about the Black community, BLM, and other things. Okay. So yeah, she said, well, let me just give y'all one. If y'all don't know, one of them said, if you obey the police, then you won't get SHOT. That's what she said. If you just listen to them, then girl, they won't do that to you. Along with other things that was on her page. Hello. So, and then this ain't, I'm not telling you what it is that I just saw people put in the blogs. I'm telling you what I personally saw, because I went over to her page and scoured, honey. It was a lot of content there that didn't even make it to the public's eye. Hello. So yeah, she's a whole mess, but we're definitely going to talk about it because I did take some notes. So let's go ahead and get into that, girl. Okay. So first of all, before I get into the friend, okay, she says that it doesn't matter what she posted. No, I'm sorry, not that it doesn't matter. She says that she doesn't even remember what she put on her page 2 years ago. I understand that. I don't even remember what I put on my page 2 years ago unless I went searching for it. Like, I'm not even going to lie. I'm not going to lie. But here's the thing for me, Miss Jennie. You may not remember what it is that you put on your page 2 years ago, and that's fine. But the actions and how you treated Miss Mary Mack over there on Real Housewives of Salt Lake City led me to believe that whatever they were saying about you was most likely true. And I just had to see it for myself. Okay. So there's that. I was able to go and see it for myself. Okay. There's that. Then you decided to bring yourself to us. First of all, ma'am, come back to the front. We didn't ask you for this. Your weak apology was enough. We did not need this weak and unnecessary interview. But you know what's so funny to me? You didn't do this like because you really cared. You wanted to clear your good name, girl. You wanted to clear that good account and make sure them coins continue to come in. And primarily, I'm sure it was affecting your husband's business more than it was affecting yours. Because you know what? You let yours go, right? So it probably was affecting your husband's business. And I find it so funny that you would bring this Black man to sit next to you, telling me what this fool said. He said, then he knew we was going to eat him up. I said, baby, I'm glad that you know. I am glad that you know. What did he say? He said something like, what was the term? Soldier. That's what it was. I soldiered up. Sir, why are you needing to soldier up for something that's not even your fault? Something that's not even your problem. You know who should have soldiered up? That mother husband. That husband should have came all the way to the front and sat up there with you, because the husband is the one that really knows you inside and out. But see, you thought bringing this Black man, as y'all always like to do, taking a picture with a Black person, bringing a Black person around. See how you like Black people, girl, bye. That's community service work that you was doing for them 14 minutes or however long you sat up there having this Black man sit next to you. Okay, feeling like he needs to save you for whatever reason. I cannot. Oh, I can't. But we're gonna, continue to talk about it. Now, she done brought this man up there, and I'm just like, why is he there? Where's your husband? Where's your husband? Where is your scooter, ma'am? Where is your scooter? Where he at? Because that's who you should have brought to the front. Because we don't need who is this Black man that you speak of? Who is this Black man that you brought to be in front of us? And here's the gag for me. Girl, you had this man up here talking like he did something to us. No, he didn't. It was you. Why is he leading the conversation? And if this is what you was gonna do, girl, you came out better reaching out to one of these YouTubers that got a big platform. Well, one of them you probably should not have reached out to, girl. But the rest of them you probably should have. Okay. And got like up and at them. Would have been great to have had a sit down with you, girl. And we probably would have heard what you had to say. He been interviewing everybody else with Real Housewives. So you should have reached out to one of them and came and sat out and did an interview. That would have been way more structured and better than what it was that you done brought us this time. Sitting up here on this live with your lies. Girl, let me get back. Girl, so anyway, let me go ahead and finish what this man said. So yeah, like I said, she used her black friend as damage control to spin an alternative narrative to how we see her. And guess what, Miss Jennie? We still see you the same. Girl, let's keep going. So he also mentions that she hasn't always been in control of her accounts. He says that at that time, they had to have conversations where he needed to educate her on BLM. Hi. Hi, come to the front, sir. Come to the front. Yeah, like you were sitting on the sofa. Yeah, come to the front. Absolutely. Yeah, we need you to be on the front of Mary's pew because Mary is the one that's in y'all and stuff right now. See, y'all was the ones that thought Miss Mary was the God. But I tell you one thing, Mary ain't lie about one thing. Mary said, when you come for her, the Lord is on the way. And he came. Do you hear what I say? But we need you to come to the front specifically because you're saying that she wasn't in control of her accounts. I refuse to believe that. A lot of people that aren't in control of their accounts are like well-known, have so many followers where it's hard to manage. Baby, this was a person on Facebook. So then you being a black person coming to us, but betraying us is what I'm feeling because you're lying for this woman. She has somebody managing it. But here's the thing for me. If she had somebody managing it and somebody was up there seeing the stuff that if she was up there seeing what this person was putting on there, why she ain't get it rectified? Why didn't she get it rectified? If she had been managing this, if she had somebody else managing her stuff, okay, why not? That's not adding up. And then the fact that you sat up there, sir. Yeah, no, don't sit down, baby. Come back to the front, honey. Yeah, the fact that you sat up there and said that at a time she needed to be educated about BLM. At what time, dear heart? Because she still went ahead and did that, even with the quote unquote education that her ass had. So what else? What other spin can you provide? Huh? What other spin can you provide? You sat up there, you educated your friend, and she still went out here and said disparaging things about the community. So what else is going on? At what point did you educate her? Because the education would have came with the deleted post shortly thereafter, a long time ago. And it was the audacity of you, sir, to say that, this happened in 2020. Girl, he said it like Allen Iverson. We talking about practice. No, we're not. We're not. At this point, we're talking about the game right now because 2020 and 2021 is damn near the same year. And you said it, sir, as though it's like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years removed, and it's not. And it's not. And here's the other gag that's funny. Since you want to educate her about BLM, is it on? Because BLM has been around for a very, 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 very long time. So why is it that she needed to be educated in 2020? Right. I can't. I was so disappointed. I said, well, first of all, you gave us more reason to drag you because we didn't even ask you for this to begin with. Okay. What else he says? Then he says he soldiered up and that's why he's there to support her. Why are you, black man? If that's your friend, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? If that's what you want to do, that's okay. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to judge you on the race of your friends. That's okay. Do you? But why are you soldiering up when her husband should have been the one soldiering up for her? Then she was supposed to address the real comments for breaking the husband's rib, but they're going to sit up there talking about, I threw a remote. I said, now, what kind of remote is that? What kind of remote was that? What kind of remote was used to break somebody's rib? So you're going to sit up here and say, so you still lying and playing in the people's face. Girl, it's been a whole lot of playing in 2020. Oh, do you hear me? In the month of January, it's been a whole lot of playing in the people's face. Girl, I don't even know what's going to happen next month. Because it's so much already. What kind of remote was used to break this man's rib? But do you want to sit up here and talk about how you went into anger management? But the energy that you gave over to Miss Mary, you need to go back. The way you just snapped off, that's when you and Mary got wrong in the beginning, because you were upset about the fact that your husband wanted to have another child. You didn't. And because you're frustrated and you going through your own stuff, you decided to snap off on Mary. But Mary wasn't really arguing with herself. I can't even remember who she was arguing with at the time. But the energy was more so directed at Mary. And then you made sure you kept your foot on a Mary's neck. Girl, the karma hit very quickly because now our foots are on yours. I can't. Oh, let's keep going. So anyway, then he gonna tell her she doesn't need a show. Great. I'm glad that she knows that she don't need a show. But then why would she end her live by saying this ain't the last time that we gonna see her? Meaning that she enjoyed the limelight. Meaning that she's gonna do by any means possible to get back into the limelight. Talking about she don't need a show. So y'all conflicting already. He's up there reading comments. So he say, but I felt like he was really reading his notes. He gonna sit up there and say something like, I see you people are like, are they really friends? I see the body language. No, baby, it's not even the body language for me. It's the wording. Your wording is not even in alignment. So we know the friendship isn't. Help me, okay? Because let me tell you something. One thing about us, since you want to talk about being black, sir, okay, whether you're a gay or you're straight, okay, whatever. One thing about us, when we make certain faces, baby, we going along like when we do what we do, it's always understood. So how is it that you sat across from this woman, y'all been friends for a long time, you done educated her and everything, and she wasn't educated on the movement? I don't understand that part. And y'all had conflicting things. You don't need a show, da-da-da-da-da, but we could tell that she's going to be trying to get back on the show. Let's keep going, child. Yeah, so I said, why are you playing? Why are you lying and playing with us, sir? Why are you lying and playing with us, sir? What else? Oh yeah, my thing was Jennie did what she did on her page. It was nobody else. And I hate when, hey Mia, girl, how you doing? How are you? Okay, because I hate when y'all be trying to come and do all this stuff on y'all social media and then lie and say that it was somebody else. Well, then why don't you bring them to the front then if it was somebody else that was over there managing the page? Girl, where is they at? You shouldn't have to go through this alone and go down through there. Why that person ain't come to the forefront and say, I was the person that made those disparaging comments? So if you want to be upset with anyone, be upset with me. Girl, I can't. What else? So he talked about we talked about it, the whole 2020 thing. Then he gonna tell me, so we shouldn't turn our backs on her. You're not going to tell me what it is that I get to do. She can tell you, but you're not going to tell me. And again, that's your friend, not mine. So I'm going to keep turning backs, okay? Because I wasn't really feeling her for real to begin with, okay? She barely had my front while you over here talking about turning her back. But what else we got? Oh, she talked about stuff. I'm not that type of person. If I was that type of person, I would have never even gotten a chance to be on Housewives. I said, well, knock, hello, ma'am, because we're talking to you. You're not on Real Housewives anymore, okay? They didn't know that you were that type of person, but they found out that you were that type of person, okay? Or either they knew you was that type of person and went along with it and then did think that we was going to remind them and let them know that no, she ain't that type of person. So either way, you ain't got it now. So what's going on? Okay, so I don't even know why you said that statement, girl. You should have saved this video. Girl, you should have pre-recorded it for yourself so you can feel good about yourself. And then you should have saved that in the phone or sent it to a drive or deleted it. But you should not have brought it to us. No, ma'am. What else? So she spoke on, no, we talked about it. I think that was pretty much it. Talked about the rib. She's talking about a remote broke his rib, and I'm confused on how the remote broke the rib, girl. Jennie says that this isn't the last time that we will hear from her. Girl, I don't want to see you on my screen no more. I'm sorry, ma'am. I mean, if you make it, that's fine. That's on you. I won't be watching. Nothing that you got going on. So there's that, girl. Good luck. Okay. As we move on, I can't. What are you guys talking about over here? Don't no grown-ass person go on another grown-ass person's socials to make negative comments. He needs more black friends and a clue. Okay, social media manager my ass. Exactly. Child, he looked a fool up up beside her like a deer in the headlights. Like a deer in headlights, being forced to a video. Somebody, the husband, was behind the camera with cue cards for him to take the fool like a fool, for him to look like a fool. Now, see, this is the thing I was thinking, Shantia. I felt like when he was looking down on there, I felt like when he kept looking down, I felt like he was looking down to read what he was going to say next. What's the next conversation that he was going to bring up? I guess. That was the same thing Jen said about the whole Brooke situation. It was her social media manager. Now they're gonna have to cut that out. And if that's the case, y'all gonna have to watch y'all stuff a little bit more, because I just refuse. I refuse to believe it. I'm sorry. I just And when you become like a bigger celebrity, like I feel like that's more of like a gamble with that type of stuff. Like, I don't know how they work it out. I mean, I don't care how big I get. I don't think I would let nobody have access to my damn socials. Like, for it. Girl, if you want me to post something, you got something right, you edited it for me, girl, send it to me, girl. I'll upload it, honey. But no, ma'am. When he said we're very good friends. Okay, so why you wasn't on the show on her IG? And then somebody he drove into town. You could drive back out of town. Okay, wasting the people's time and playing in their face. I stopped watching this show the day she came for Mary for no reason. Didn't trust her at all. Okay. Yes, Jamie. And remember, she refrained from wanting to F Jen up. She's a hot skull. Okay. We don't want to see her. We don't want to see her. Not at all. Let's be clear. He wanted another one. He wanted another woman. My goodness, honey. I can't, y'all. LOL, sis must have the strength of the Hulk to break his ribs, LOL, with a remote. That's what I'm saying. With a remote, still sit up here lying. And then I'm over here looking at Dewey sideways because I'm over here like, sir, you still went on to marry this woman? After she broke your rib, she went and did anger management, and you still went on to marry her. Girl, that's something different. No, ma'am. No, Angie, you have not. That's going to be next. I got another story about Cardi, and then we're gonna get into the Tasha K stuff. Yeah, girl. So, Thank you so much, Andrea, for the super chat. Jennie, bye. She can say that Mary disrespected her culture, but the first chance that she got, she came for Mary. When Jennie daughter made the comment that she's smart because she is of Asian persuasion, was all that I needed. Ooh. Yikes. I hate it. Oh, when is that scene? When is the scene when she's throwing that glass at Mary? When is that? I don't recall. I feel like that may be coming up because I haven't seen that. I did not review this past week's. First of all, I asked somebody like, what was it given? They said nothing. So cool. All right. From the little preview clips, it looks like it's going to be a good episode. And now that Miss Jennie will no longer be on the show, I'll go back to reviewing it next week, y'all. But no, man. Oh, it's going to be on the season finale. Ooh. Question. Remember she said she knew what to do because she's from Long Beach. Like, what does that have to do with anything? Yes. What does that have? Because I think he even said that too when he sat down with her. Like, she's from Long Beach. I don't give a and I'm from Alabama. What is we talking about? That was awkward. I have not watched it yet. I have not watched the interview yet with Mary's parents, but I do need to go and check that out, child. I know it's a mess though. What is her being from Long Beach supposed to mean to us? Not nothing. Not Nathaniel. Absolutely 100% true. Okay, so y'all all think it's the finale. Okay. Well, there's that. I had to get Miss Jen together, girl. Okay. So y'all, let me know y'all thoughts and stuff down in the comments, honey. How y'all feeling about it? What was y'all reaction when y'all ended up seeing this live? Did you feel like you wasted your time and she wasted it too? Let me know. Y'all, we should send her an invoice because I feel a way about it. But y'all let me know down in the comments, okay? Let me go ahead and scoot over. Cardi B and Offset, girl, talk about lawsuits all over the place, honey. Let's talk about it, okay? So this is coming from Radar Online, and they're saying that Cardi B's husband Offset denies ordering an attack on a fan that was bothering his wife. So there was somebody that was out here bothering his wife, and I guess the person ended up getting beat up, and he was saying that he wasn't the person to order it. Right? I've never really seen Offset be hostile when it comes to Cardi B and them being out and about. If anything, I be hearing more so like, watch out, but that's it. Another thing, she be having some big, huge bodyguards anyway, that's always with her. So I don't know. I would have to read more to see like where did this actually take place? Because chances are the bodyguards could have been doing their job. Okay. Their job is to protect. Okay. So there's that. So they're saying that Offset denies he ordered his security team to savagely beat down a man bothering his wife outside their New York hotel. According to court documents obtained by Radar, the Migos star is asking for all claims against him brought by a man named Giovanni Arnold to be dismissed. Lord have mercy, girl. They finna make a song about this year, I'm sure, about these charges, about these cases, about these lawsuits and all this. All I keep hearing is do anything for clout. Anyway, so they're saying in 2018, autograph seeker Arnold sued Cardi B and Offset over an alleged assault outside the Mark Hotel in New York. Okay, the suit describes the incident as taking place on May 7th, 2018, hours after the Met Gala. Arnold said he approached Cardi for an autograph, but she ignored him. All right. When Mr. Arnold repeated his request, Cardi B turned to Arnold and threatened to slap the SHI out of him. Okay. So Arnold claims Offset then directed him to shut up, bro, before be sure. Okay. The alleged victim claims Cardi and Offset then directed their security to attack him. I don't know. I wasn't there to really know what really went down. I would have to see and hear. But when I think of security, that could be very possible, right? It could be possible that they did direct the people to beat his tail, or they could have directed him to get out the way. Like, can y'all handle him? Like, why are we even having to talk to him? Get on your job. Like, remove him for me, okay? And it could have escalated, and then it could have gotten out of whack. But then it also could have went exactly as that young man said, that y'all got these people to whoop my. All right. So we're going to have to find out and see what it's going to be, girl. But there's another lawsuit over there that Miss Cardi B and Offset are having to deal with. Thank you so much, Andrea, for the super chat. Would you and the ladies of OLFP be opposed to interviewing the troll that is Jennie? Absolutely. I mean, they might. I personally do not care to interview her about anything. However, they might. They might want to. If that's what the collective says, then I'm gonna go along with the majority. But I'm not interested in that. She already had her time. She's spoken enough. I don't really feel like, everybody's different. I feel like if it was like a network, then yeah, they'll always be open and accepting people or whatever. But if we don't have to, then why? If you feel such a way about the community, why come on and give you a place for you to have a conversation about some stuff, right? But I'm sure one of the ladies will give me an alternative way of thinking about that situation. And I'll be like, all right, girl, we'll talk, girl. But anywho, the short answer is hell no. But let's move on. So, all right. So Arnold claims that, no, I think I read that part, right? So he said that he got the security to harm him, all right? He claims 3 men savagely beat him on the street and stomped on his face. Arnold claims he never physically lashed out at the defendants, but tried to protect his face. You never lashed out at them? I don't know, y'all. Some in the milk ain't clean. Some in the milk ain't clean. Now, I don't know if the milk is you, Mr. Giovanni Arnold, or if the milk is Cardi B Offset. I don't know, girl. We're gonna have to see, girl. I want to see where this goes to. Another case to follow, honey. Thank you so much, Andrea, again for the super chat. She needs to get read down, and we would be here for it. Okay. I'm sure she's feeling it, girl. All right. What you talking about lies, Ray? You don't believe him either, girl. Something a little sketchy. Arnold was rushed to the hospital and treated for injuries to his face, face, neck, back, and body. He is suing for the unspecified damages for his medical bills, psychological harm, and emotional distress. Okay, Cardi has moved to dismiss the lawsuit, claiming she had nothing to do with the assault. The suit has dragged on for years. Okay. Now Offset is responding to the accusation in court. He denies all allegations of wrongdoing. Offset says he had no role in any harm caused to Arnold. He argues the alleged assault was carried out by third parties. Okay. Offset said the assault claim is barred because he did not engage in any physical conduct that intentionally placed Arnold in imminent apprehension of harmful conduct. Okay. Offset also questions whether Arnold has suffered any emotional distress over the incident. A judge has yet to rule. I'm interested in learning what this ruling is because it is awkward. Like if anybody was walking down the street, I mean, I don't know, y'all. Y'all help me with this one. Help me, help me make it make sense for me. I'm just gonna tell y'all what I'm thinking. It's just a little awkward. Like, it's kind of like at this point, are you harassing? Because if she told you to leave her alone, and then the husband said, move, man, like obviously you're not listening or you're continuing to invade their space when they're telling you to walk away. So much so that her husband had to speak up and say something to you. So if you would move in a position to where you're not hearing her and you're not hearing her husband's, it would lead me to believe that you also likely handle security like that as well, which is why security decided to dump on you. You know what I'm saying? So help me make sense of that, because I could be absolutely wrong. You know what I'm saying? Deshaun says, nah, Jamie, the milk is spoiled. Why mess with Cardi only knowing what the response was going to be, allegedly? Okay, child, so you was going to get beat up and just cover your face, baby. Stop playing with my shit. Okay, so you see what I'm thinking, Romeo. Okay, so Cardi B lawyer better get ready. She calling them up, right? So y'all see, okay, JP, yes, because that's what it was given. If somebody is telling you to walk away, like leave us alone. At this point, it's kind of coming off like you're harassing them. So yeah, you violating their space and stuff. So if you would do that to them and you weren't listening because you wanted to get what you wanted, then when the security people come over, you probably was acting, rough and tough. And then you got handled. And then now you want to sue because of who they are. It don't make no sense. It sounds fishy as hell. And it was met weekend. So security is already on high alert. Girl asked you to move 1,000%. 1,000%. I believe Cardi ordered. You believe Cardi ordered it? She's already getting sued for allegedly ordering the attack on strippers. Okay. Sierra Content says y'all will defend Cardi if she slit somebody's throat. Shaking my head. Okay. I think some people now about to start suing people for attention. I feel like that's always been a thing, though. I mean, I feel like just because we don't hear about it, I feel like people have always done it, to start suing people for attention. I think things are heightened now based on Cardi's recent win in court against, YouTuber Tasha K. Right. So there's a thing, though. I think a lot of people throw that around, though, but people don't understand or know the specifics of how that actually is supposed to go. All right. And people keep forgetting that, again, Cardi didn't even want to sue this girl. And a lot of celebs don't. Right. They just be like, girl, just retract that. Just correct that. Just that. Because they don't want to have to spend out their money and go through that struggle and all that other stuff. So, unless you just really salacious and you malicious and you doing all this stuff and they can see that it's a clear attack on them, then, girl, you probably gonna have some issues there. All right. Thank you so much, Nerlene, for the super chat. Jamie, the anchor voice is hilarious. I'm so entertained. And you already know, as we go into the Tasha K segment, it will be returning. Okay. So there's that, honey. Yeah, so let me see if I can get back over here so that we can talk about this Tasha K situation. Okay, so again, we're talking again about Tasha K and Cardi B, right? So I hopped on immediately after the after her live. Tasha came, she addressed the people, she wrote out her speech, printed it out on some paper. I don't know if it was something she and her team came together to write or if it was just her. I want to believe that it probably was just her. So I just hopped on live to get y'all thoughts, do a quick little chit chat, but I didn't really go blow by blow like I like to do when I watch these interviews and stuff. So I want to go ahead and take the time out to do that now. And also I want to bring attention to some of the posts that were made by Miss Tasha K and other things that are going on. Okay. She definitely ended up losing a sponsorship. So we'll talk about that. The loss of followers has happened. So we'll talk about that. But first things first, let's go into the case. Okay. A lot of you guys have not watched it, still not going to watch it, and ain't going to watch it. Okay. So I'm here to recap it for you guys. All right. So let's go ahead and okay, well then wait a minute now. Say what? Oh, some of y'all really hate Cardi. Wow, like really hate that woman. They do, they do, they do. I you know, to each his own, you know. That's their, you know, personal problem. You know, was they beefing for years? I don't know much about it. I learned about this from your channel. This situation is a lie. You're speaking of Tasha and Cardi? So years ago, Tasha K did it. For those of y'all that do not know, years ago, Tasha K did an interview with a young lady by the name of Star Marie Jones, I believe it was. In that interview, this woman said a lot of negative things about Cardi, even alluded to the fact that Cardi, you know, had herpes and stuff like that. Okay, she said a lot of things, right? So when Tasha K did the interview, she, you know, kind of ran with the story, and Cardi reached out to Tasha and said, "Hey, that's not true. Can you retract that? Like, can you take that down? Because that girl over there lying and all that other stuff." Tasha K said, "No, I'll take it down. You know, when you come on my show and you do an interview, like that's the only way I'll take it down." And Cardi, I guess she wasn't open to doing that, right? It's like, BIT, what? You'll only take it down if I come on your show and do an interview? No, I'm not going to come on your platform. You just had somebody on there defaming me. Like, all right, I'm going to do that, right? So ever since then, Miss Tasha has been on her head top with continuing on with these stories about Cardi, you know, even alleging that, you know, she passed the STD on to her child, and how, you know, some things were going on within her marriage or something like that. I think the paternity of Culture's dad, Offset, was like in question or something. Miss Tasha was bringing to the table. So just know, short answer, she was saying a lot of things about Cardi that were not true. But if you ask Tasha based on this interview, she didn't tell no lies, right? According to Tasha. According to the courts, she did, which is why a judgment happened. So let me get back to like shortly after when Tasha decided that she wasn't going to stop, you know, talking about Cardi. Also because, you know, at the time when Cardi was on the rise, because at that time Cardi was just starting. She wasn't like as big. She was fresh out of Love and Hip Hop, right? She was starting to grow when all of this went down. And because she started to get the notoriety and the fame, a lot of the barbs started to not like her because they started to see like, dang, they started about to pin Cardi up against Nicki. And with the barbs, they're so used to seeing Nicki for all of these years because nobody else would want to compete with Nicki or would want to like just come into the industry and, you know, have to constantly be compared to her. So nobody was trying to do that. But Cardi was one of those people that was like, it's whatever with me, you know. So she comes into the game and a lot of people didn't like that. So when Miss Tasha was going on and on and on about Cardi, it was giving pandering to the barbs. So they enjoyed it and it kept going. So Miss Cardi decided to send her a few cease and desist. I believe it was 3 of them. Miss Tasha went on her public platform to say, hey, girl, I'm wiping with these, girl. This is tissue for me. And then since she did not, now Cardi gave her 3 chances. This is what people keep forgetting. As much as people like to bring up, oh, Cardi said this, that Cardi talked about roaches and Cardi this and that. And they always say she called black women roaches, but they never talk about how Cardi is also called herself a roach. But okay. There's that. But with the, what was I going to say about the, yeah, so it's like people will always say this and that and that and the other about Cardi, but Cardi didn't even want to sue this woman. Right? She was trying, she gave this woman chances. This isn't even something that she wanted to do. But that's what ended up happening. Okay. Miss Tasha K decided that she wanted to countersue Cardi last year for like 3.3 or $3 million. The judge says absolutely not, throws out her case, dismisses it. All right. He also told her, hey, girl, you might want to settle this case because it's not looking good for you. And she decided not to. She wanted to continue to press forward. Right. And yet here we are. The trial went on for what, maybe like a week or so. And we finally got the verdict on Monday that Tasha had to pay $1.25 million. Okay. General damages, I think, was $1 million. $250,000 ended up being like the medical. And then the next day they came back and told us about like the punitive damages and the attorney fee. I think the attorney's fee ended up being $1.3 million. Punitive ended up being like $1 million. So yeah. Yeah, girl. So that's where she's at. So it ended up being a total of $4 million. But Cardi also took away, she said she don't have to pay $225,000 of the medical expenses. So she only has to pay $25,000. So that may have bumped her down to right under $4 million, right? So she's paying like 3.8, 3.9, somewhere up in there. Girl, it's a lot. Girl, it's a lot. Okay. So after that, See you later, Romeo. So after that, Tasha finally got a chance to like speak out in her own way. I guess a lot of people was reaching out to her for comments. She didn't want to give a comment. She wanted to do it on her own platform where she will monetize and benefit, and I can't blame her for that, right? So this is what she said, okay? Miss Tasha says that she called the case a conspiracy, but says that she wouldn't change anything about it. Oh, shout out to I think you just became a member, Andrea Rogers. Thank you so much for becoming a member. I appreciate that. So yeah, she calls the case a conspiracy, and we had to touch on that last night. That was interesting to me. I'm like, how is this a conspiracy? This is just me. I ain't got no with nobody, girl. I'm just gonna call, think a thing, how you want to be a girl, whatever. So anyway, how is this a conspiracy against you when chances were already given? How can you get on your platform and then speak ill on how this case was handled when you were served 3 cease and desist letters, and then you also were suggested to have settled this case, right? But you didn't want to listen. So how is it now becoming the fault of someone else because of your own actions and how you went about it? And keep in mind, the reason that we're here anyway is because of the actions of yourself. So that's not adding up. She says that she wasn't shocked by the verdict and she was prepared for the challenge from the beginning. And I said, I know you were not surprised by the verdict because the judge told you, and I'm going to keep saying, he said settle, girl. So at this point, you couldn't have been surprised by what could have possibly happened. All right. So she says the machine wanted to bully her. I'm still stuck on that machine, girl. Hey, Nikki, how are you? Okay, I'm still stuck on the machine part. The machine wanted, how did the machine want to bully you? Girl, you know who I think did want to bully Tasha? Her attorneys. The stories that have come out about her attorneys reporting from all of the people that were actually in the courtroom, and I could name a list of them as I did in the previous video, but it sounded like the attorneys was the bullies because they was not on her side, girl. I didn't understand that. That didn't hit. That didn't hit. The machine wanted to bully me. Who was the machine? So was Cardi the machine? Because I feel like what Cardi was a few years ago, she wasn't necessarily the machine. You know what I'm saying? Like she was just really getting up there. People were just finding out about her. I mean, I don't know, girl. I guess, girl. Because what I'm saying is like back then, it was coming off as though you were the bully. You know what I'm saying? So you're the bully to the machine, not a machine is the bully to you. Okay. So then she says that the machine has an interest in protecting drugs, violence, and the P word. Okay, for the women that like to walk the street and find them some clients. Okay, they have an interest in protecting that. What that got to do with why we here? That was the only thing. Like, what does that have to do with why we're here? It didn't really make sense, but I'm still wondering, what does that have to do with why we're here? She goes on to speak on her being a mother of a 15-year-old and a 2-year-old. And that's where I did have the sympathy for Tasha, you know, because she is a mom. You know, the more I sat back and I reflected on this situation as a mom, you have to be considerate. You have to be mindful. You have to have a heart. You know what I'm saying? As a mom, I just feel like if I don't have no fact, this is me. If I don't have no facts to know that somebody has passed a disease on to their child, I'm not finna sit up here and say that somebody passed a disease on to their child. Like that's just, come on now, as a mom, that's not adding up. Okay, but I definitely understand the card that was trying to be played in this moment. Okay, she also speaks on her First Amendment right being hindered, and she says that there was no defamation, no invasion of privacy, and no suicidal thoughts. So you were in her head and you knew how she was experiencing. You knew what she was experiencing, you knew what she was going through. You was in her head to know whether or not she had those type of thoughts. Okay. Defamation, well, you could say there wasn't, but that's been already proven because that's what you're on the hook for, as well as invasion of privacy. What else? She mentioned something about preserving the record, like her attorneys wanted her to preserve the record, and this is her preserving the record. And I was like, I don't think they want you to preserve it like this. I don't know. But then again, they are attorneys, girl. So she says if her content isn't trustworthy, then why is it used in trials for other cases, and why is it requested by police officers for other cases or whatever like that? So I'm like, but see, that's fine though. Like nobody is saying that the work you've done is all bad. It's just that the things that you've done and how you handle this particular situation with Cardi is what was wrong. That's all the judges and all the people was calling out. You were wrong in this particular situation. You know what I'm saying? What else? Oh yeah, she says she's willing to take this all the way up to the Supreme Court. I don't think any of that's going to happen. We shall see. But I don't think any of that is going to happen. And the reason why I say that is because the judge didn't even want to hear your case the first time. He told you that you should have settled. So if you're bringing this all the way to the Supreme Court, for me, it kind of makes me think, and I'm open to being proven wrong, but it kind of makes me think like, what you think they finna do? Girl, if he didn't want to hear it, we don't want to hear it either. Like, what do you want us to hear? This was Tasha's way to me in saying, I ain't paying. This was her way of saying, I ain't paying nothing. Cardi, you ain't getting your money from me, girl. Okay, I'm not paying. That's what I was hearing. Okay, she said that they are going to appeal. That's something she definitely plans on doing. But I was listening to an attorney earlier saying that if she is able to, no, it wasn't about the appeal. I'm sorry, it was about the bankruptcy. Like even if she were to file for bankruptcy, it could remove some of the fees and things that she owed, but the punitive ain't going nowhere. It don't matter how many times she filed, because the punitive is there as punishment. Like you can figure out ways to probably get out that other stuff, but this punitive of 1 million, oh baby, that's all you, right? So that's what one of the attorneys is. I can't think of his name. I know it's Mark something. He's a Caucasian. He's a white man, girl. He's a white man. And Cardi actually was trying to get him before she got her other attorneys. He said when she came to him, she was really distraught and upset when she first approached him about this situation, but he I guess something happened. He wasn't able to work with her at the time, so she ended up getting some other attorneys, and they took care of this case. So yeah, there's that. But we'll see how this appeal. I'm looking forward to this injunction. I don't see the appeal really going anywhere. I don't know how that works. I don't know if she could have possibly felt like her attorneys didn't do justice for her, and then maybe she could get like another appeal, maybe drop her attorneys and hire more attorneys. But then that's the thing, though, that's gonna cost more money. You know, that's gonna cost more money. I do understand like why she got up there and she did not. I do understand why she got on the stand and she didn't. I'm sorry, not on the stand, but got on her video and really like accept any accountability, because it's gonna make her look foolish. Especially when you're trying to go out there and you're trying to appeal. It's only going to make her look foolish. So, yeah, I mean, I get that part. What? Not the Supreme Court. They barely took time with the Texas ban. What makes her think they want to be bothered with her foolishness? They not finna go that far. They not finna do it. They not finna do it, sis. They not. I don't see an appeal happening. I really don't. I'm sorry. I just don't. No. I feel like also with an appeal, I don't necessarily know. So attorneys let me know. I would think that you would have to present some new evidence or something in order to get an appeal. So what new details will you be able to present? And then the hardest thing is going to be the admission that was being reported by the individuals in the courtroom, saying that you got on the stand and admitted that you told stories, you told lies, for your audience, for the money, for monetary gain, in so many words. So with that admission, how that's gonna work? We'll have to see. We're gonna have to see how that's gonna work, because I don't see it happening. Now, I do wonder what's going to happen with this injunction. I know at first I was saying that I don't think they should take her channel. Whatever they do ain't got shit to do with me. That's what I'll say. That's my answer now. Whatever y'all do is on y'all. Because Tasha Luther the King is out here leading the people and needed to be silenced. Leading what people? Not Tasha Luther King. What people she leading? And I mean, we all saw how she tried to flip the narrative, but I a lot of people weren't falling for it necessarily. All of this that you done put somebody through, and then now you done came out as the victim. How does that work? And for me, it's not even just the Cardi situation. I'll be honest, I observe a lot of things on YouTube, and I just see the demeanor amongst a lot of different people that may come across her, and it all gives the same behavior. So, but if you guys want to wino and do your thing, do your thing. To each his own. Same situation. If you want to support her, support her. That's on you. Just like with Cardi. You want to support Cardi, support Cardi. You want to support Nicki, support her. Support, do whatever you want to do, girl. Everybody has a right to support whoever it is that they want to support. Everybody also has a right to not support who they don't want to support. And it's okay if somebody was your cup of tea at one point and they not your cup of tea no more, or they weren't your cup of tea and then now you like them. I mean, like, you got the free range to do that. I think a lot of times people be wanting folks to choose side and like, no, you can't like them at all. Like, no, you gotta want them to have that in their life. Girl, I high key don't give it. So whatever they want to do, girl, y'all do what y'all want to do in these streets. If they snatch it, girl, they snatch it, girl. Just don't be coming over here scooting and snatching and tugging on mine. Don't pull on me, girl. I ain't do nothing to you, honey. Don't pull on me. I told you I only can afford 4 meals, not 4 meals. Okay? Understand the difference. Period. Let me scroll down and see what you guys are over here saying. I was gonna do a call in. What y'all think? I was thinking about letting you guys call in and chit chat and tell me your thoughts about everything that we talked about on the quick chat today. I feel like people forget the upbringing of Cardi B, not to excuse anything, but she was on survival mode in New York City. She just happened to change her life and talk about it. Okay. Yes, the hate for Cardi is disgusting. It really comes across as jealousy. All right. And for the stripper attack, that's typically New York SHI. Is it right? No. But don't try to glorify off something that has nothing to do with you. And then to just keep lying and not taking nothing down? No accountability. Hilarious. Hey, I gotta clear something else up too. Tasha got on YouTube like she was doing a presidential press conference, and I cannot listen. I had to go back and watch it because I had to grab my notes and stuff. And y'all know last time I had said, I was like, yo, I appreciate, the Tasha, the humble Tasha. Girl, it was so many of y'all in the comments said, girl, humble where? When I went back and watched it, I said, I have gotten myself together and recognized that it was not humility in the video, but it was indeed a bit more calmness is what I'll say. It wasn't the yelling individual that we typically get. So yeah, I appreciated that. Ray Bay says, I don't see it for her. Never did. Unless it's an interview, I don't want to hear her. She's a gutter snipe for real. For real. Just nasty. Okay. There is no way you go through a whole lawsuit, lose said lawsuit, and still don't learn your lesson. She's slow. I need a second. Oh, Lord. The right thing to do would be acknowledge she was wrong, and because she allowed her ego to get in the way, she's paying the cost. Yikes. Tasha played stupid games and won $4 million prizes. Girl, if you don't get your ass I can't. I cannot. Okay. Goodness. I need folks to stop attacking Cardi and go support their fave and buy her music so she can chart, since you think Cardi is using payola and sympathy. Okay. She was talking about specific people when she called them roaches. Everyone else generalized and accused her of calling Black women roaches. Right. I'm not a fan of Cardi B because I don't listen to her music, but I don't dislike her. However, Tasha K did undeniably humiliated Cardi B maliciously for no reason at all. That's hurtful. Indeed. Indeed, 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 indeed. Not the Illuminati. The Illuminati, child. Hilarious. Let me see what else y'all saying. Tasha underestimated Cardi. Tasha let Cardi B's music persona get her caught up and didn't expect Cardi to be a smart woman. Not the Supreme Court. They barely took time with the Texas ban. I read this one. What makes her think they want to be bothered with her foolishness? Girl. We need to see the Fulton County court documents. I agree. I would like to see them as well. Please send me an email. Thank you. Please, please. Right. As long as I ain't taking a loaf of bread on mine, girl, scoot over, honey. School girl, just tell me. You only got one time to tell me to scoot to the back. Not a problem. Scooting now. Scooting now. Her channel should be taken down after yesterday's statement. Listen, I'm going to let these people do what they do. Tasha just went live trying to get Akbar to take accountability. Baby, cut it out. I saw that. I'm not going to lie. I said, not y'all talking about accountability. Who said that? Who said that? Portia. Girl, y'all know what this theme gave us for 2022? No accountability is the theme of the year. I blame Portia. I blame Portia Williams. It started with you. Okay? That is going to be the theme for sure of the year. Help us. The lead attorney posted his YouTube earnings, 137 subs, 51,000 per month, not including members, Patreon, and sponsors. Tasha got 1 million subs. Listen, he be on it. And I think you mean 137,000, right? Or is it just 137? Girl, I saw his Patreon, last week or earlier this week, I think. I said, oh, that man got over 6,000 folks on his Patreon. I said, okay. Well, go ahead, honey. Who is? I heard she's doing a documentary about the case, which will be a ratings bonanza. Wonder if Cardi could some of that money. Oh, so that means that Tasha K is working on doing her documentary regarding this, and she's wondering if Tasha is gonna be, if Cardi gonna be trying to get some of the money or something like that. I ain't know that about it. Tasha came on that live like she was Kate Crusader, the pink Power Ranger saving Black people from getting SHOT while getting their hair braided. LOL. I was so confused by Chicago. I said, do we live up there? Do you fix anything around here? When's the last time that you paid a bill in Chicago? How did we get up here when we're down here? Ma'am, no, we're down here. They're up there. What they got to do with where we at? Huh? Huh? I said, I don't know if this is the preserving of the record that the attorneys may have wanted. I feel like the preserving of the record would have been other documents. Okay, documents that probably was not entered or should have been entered or something. But I don't think this was the preserving of the record that the attorneys were speaking on. If it was, they should have been standing by your side, giving a statement, as Cardi's attorneys were standing next to her side. But you know, I guess everybody do their thing in their own time. So what, Jamie, what is your opinion on Tasha getting dragged when white man was doing the same? Quoted by Alex R. What white man? To be honest, IDC. I feel like everybody is able, lack of a better word, to get dragged. So it is what it is. I mean, if those are people's opinions and that's how they feel and they want to be vocal about it, like just because a white person does it all the time don't mean that they don't get called out for their SHI. We just finished dragging the hell out of Jennie for her comments and the stuff that she's been out here doing. So, you know, and she's Asian or whatever. So it's like anybody can really get it. Those are my thoughts about it. So if that's those people's opinion and that's how they feel, that's on them. If they want to be loud and vocal about it and say their thoughts and stuff. And you know they were. You know they were. Do you think her husband will stay around? Didn't his statements hurt her arguments? Great question. I feel like that's something only the future can truly tell. I don't know if he'll stay around. I mean, if I judge just off of a court case, I would think no. But I ain't been in a relationship for the past 15 plus years. They probably gonna just, you know, be in it together and figure it out. I don't know how this could possibly have a toll on them later on in life, you know? You know, we'll have to wait and see how that's going to play out. She said that he was the most supportive, you know, person to her. He was the one that was telling her to pursue things. Go ahead and go all the way with it. Stand your ground with this situation here. So I guess she believed in something. She believed enough that she felt like she didn't do anything wrong. Yet here we are. I just feel like sometimes you just gotta know when to draw the line. Just gotta know when to draw the line for real. I mean, if the line wasn't drawn with like, hey, take down the videos, if it wasn't drawn with the cease and desist, if it wasn't drawn with the dropping of the settlement, I think it should have been drawn. I'm sorry, not the dropping of the lawsuit, the countersuit. I think it should have been drawn with the settlement. The first thing that comes to my mind, honestly, is you play with fire long enough, you're gonna get burned with it. So we just gonna have to see how this, you know, play out. Can she recover? I'm sure in enough time she definitely can. I think she's probably going to change a bit of how she goes about her content. I feel like she kind of has with like her interviews and stuff like that, based on just what I've seen. But I'm comparing her recent interviews like Ariane. I feel like and the one she did with Sam in Egypt in comparison to her years ago, you know, because that was the last time that I've actually like watched her prior to those interviews. So I think from that time, she's already kind of started changing, and I think she's probably going to change, you know, more things. But you just never know. You never know. You never know. I'll be honest. You never know with Tasha, though. So what if Tasha don't do anything, Tasha going to show you she ain't phased. Even though she probably phased all the way to the ground. That's something she gonna show you, that she not phased. He gonna have to support them 4 milli funds too, I guess. Lord, a lot of things are so avoidable. They are. Let me tell you, baby, hear me. I ain't gotta what, like, for real. There is no point, you know, when I think about this situation for me, there is no point that I would need to prove to y'all. Absolutely not one. So if it's coming down, it's coming down. Facts. I was set up by the machine to watch Tasha's video 4 times. I cannot, not by the machine. Jen was on her BS live, and everybody and their mama was live at the same time. My YouTube kept acting up. I know it was, girl. I know everything was going on. Girl, I know the internet really got a spike at that time. Whew. Well, honey, I'm about to go ahead and hop off of here. I have spent enough time with you guys so that I can get me a little bit of relaxation in before I get ready to do the Ooh Ladies First panel over there with Niecy Dixon. Okay, please know that we do have the Ooh Ladies First panel exclusive interview with Cree Campbell over there on Niecy's channel. So it may be premiering now. You guys go ahead and go over there and check it out. Okay, this is Cree, Uncle Luke's daughter, and she is a part of Growing Up Hip Hop. Immediately following, the ladies and I will be going live for our usual normal show on Thursday. Okay, so I thank you guys so much for coming and watching the video or watching the live, being a part of this live with me. Please don't forget to subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Go ahead and hit the like button for me as well. Yeah, I'm Jamie That's Me. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Jamie That's Me. And real quick, for somebody that keep asking me about this wig, girl, you better take a snapshot. Okay, that's the one that's on my head. All right, that's all I got. I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. Have a good night. Bye.